Hey, how you doing?
Hey there, guys. Another live stream from me, you lucky people. I mean, I hardly ever do 2 live streams in 1 week, so you guys must be feeling special. Anyway, welcome to the live stream. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And today we are talking about the fixed Beijing half marathon that happened several days ago. So, just to refresh your memory, let's have a look at what happened. Okay, so as you can see, we have the runners running towards the finish line. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen this clip already, but we're going to play it anyway.
差不多1小时4分左右的水平。
So we've got obvious hand signal going on there.
加油！是的。我们看4个人很有默契呀。
对，在今天的这个全程当中，这4个人都是一直保
I
持
mean,
在一
it
起。
really looks like the Chinese athlete is sprinting for his life, and the other guys are kind of just
这样是
running
不
at
是
a
也是
slow
选
and
手之
steady
间的一种
pace?
相互促进？
是的，
What is
我
going
们说
on?
积极的一种促进。
Look at
越
that.
跑越
He's
快
giving
啊
it！his
何
all.
洁在最后是
Okay,
完全冲刺了起来。我们
so
来看看最后的
何洁啊，
if anybody saw this and they didn't think that it was rigged or it was fixed or something suspicious was going on, I seriously think that you need to go and have your head examined because it is so obvious what happened there. Just let me take it back. It is just extremely obvious. Like, seriously. I'm pretty sure that some of the CCP shills were saying that it wasn't a fix and it wasn't rigged. Honestly, I've been avoiding what they've been tweeting and posting on their YouTube channels. I haven't bothered watching them because they get old, don't they? But yeah, I can guarantee that at least one of them said that there was no cheating involved. But it is clear as day, caught red-handed. Look at it.
差不多1小时4分左
Signaling
右的
him
水
to
平。
move along. Come on, we're supposed to be cheating here. Get ahead, get ahead.
我们看4个人很有默契呀。
Keeping a
对
slow and steady
在
pace,
今
just
天
a
的这
fraction of
个
a
全
second
程当中，
behind
这4
him.
个人都是一直保持
And
在一
yeah,
起。
look at
是的。
this.
而且有沟通有交流。
I mean, yeah, it is just, yeah, it's
这样是不是
clear
也
as
是选
day,
手之间的一
isn't
种
it?
相互促进？
是
I
的。
mean, his name should be Dick Turpin because this is daylight robbery. Look at that.
哇，越跑越快啊！何洁在最后是
Absolutely 100% a
完全
fix.
冲刺了
And
起
what
来。
I find hilarious
Well, I
is
find hilarious.
at the end here, you can see just how exhausted, how knackered he is. Like he's bending over to catch his breath, and the other guys just look like they've just had just a soft little slow-paced jog there, a little Sunday stroll, and they're not even out of breath at all. Look.
他最终的成绩应该是
Yeah.
1小时
Well done. Good
03。
job for cheating. Okay, so it has recently just emerged that they were actually cheating. Not that we needed to be told, because, like I said, it was clear as day. So runners at fixed half marathon disqualified after winner gifted race. So let's just read what this has to say, because it is very interesting. Let me just take that back here. Okay. Gonna have to make that full screen so I can even see it. Okay, so let's read this. The winner of Beijing's half marathon, He Jie, and 3 African runners had their results cancelled after an investigation found that the 3 slowed down near the line, allowing the Chinese athlete to finish first, organizers said on Friday. He had won the race held last Sunday in China's capital in a time of 1 minute, 1 minute 3 second, 1 hour 3 minutes and 44 seconds. A second ahead of Ethiopian, and I'm not going to even attempt to read that name, and Kenyans Robert Keita and Willie, whatever the hell that says, who tied for third place. The organizing committee said in a statement that the 3 African runners actively slowed down in the last 2 kilometers, and as a result, He Jie won the men's championship. All trophies, medals, and bonuses will be withdrawn, and the athletes will be reported to the Chinese Athletes Association, it said. Okay. Race operator, the Zhongguo Lupao Beijing Sports Management Company, name just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Will also be disqualified from hosting and operating the Beijing half marathon, the committee added. Okay. So it just gets really even more complicated, and it just goes really deep here. Whatever that guy's name is, Magnatgat or whatever the hell, however the hell you say that, told the BBC that the trio ran as pacemakers and were not competing. But they had the numbers on and they were registered to compete, right? However, the committee said pacers would not have been allowed to participate as specially invited athletes without organizers' approval. Okay, so the Zhongguo Lupao Beijing Sports Management Company rolls right off the tongue, said its partner Xiamen X-Step Investment, a unit of Hong Kong listed X-Step, failed to note the relevant pacer information, which led to the organizing committee not being informed. I call bullshit on that one, 100%. Our company has unshirkable responsibility and would like to experience maybe express our sincere apologies to all runners. Experience. I mean, what a typo. He has been sponsored by Xstep since 2021, according to his website. All right, so Xstep said staff had made a mistake during the registration process and did not identify the pacers. That's absolute bollocks. We bear a great responsibility. Just because they got busted, they're trying to come up with some lame excuse now. We bear a great responsibility and fully accept the punishment decision made by the organizing committee. Yeah, you'd better accept it, Xstep said in a statement. He was slightly behind the 3 African runners as they approached the end of the race, but they slowed down and waved the Chinese athlete ahead as they gestured towards the finish line. The 4 had run together throughout the race of just over 13 miles. Yeah, so they were just running together. They were definitely pacing for him. Absolutely, 100%. The finish drew widespread skepticism, with some social media users commenting that the result was embarrassing. Yeah, that's an understatement. It was absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing for her, a member of China's marathon team and national record holder. Yeah, it's extremely embarrassing for him. He should just why don't they just compete normally? If they lose, they lose. At least they tried. I mean, cheating is never the answer, especially in competitive sports. Long distance running races are increasingly popular in China, but have a checkered history of cheating and poor organization, which we're going to get into. In Shenzhen's 2018 half marathon, 258 participants were caught cheating. 258! Wow. Most of whom had taken shortcuts, while some wore fake bibs and others were imposters. That is unbelievable, right? So, summary, they got busted. They got disqualified, medals and all of that taken away, records scrubbed, and they're trying to come up with some lame excuse like those other guys were his pacers, but obviously those other guys were competing in the race. Something extremely fishy happened. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened. Was it a bribe? Were they paid off? Was there some kind of incentive for that? Obviously there was something going on, but I can't say 100% what was happening, but is extremely dodgy to say the least. Okay, so this is the Shenzhen marathon that happened in 2018, when 258 participants were caught cheating. Have a look at this. Okay, keep your eye out at the bottom of the screen where those trees are. You'll see anyway because it's going to clearly show you what happened. Have a look. Can you see people just walking through the trees and going ahead further in the race? Can you believe that? One more time. One more time. Look at that. That is unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So, as you can see, this is a common occurrence in a marathon in China for people to be cheating. And obviously, it happens all over the world. It's not just a problem in China, but this just, ever since this whole thing happened in Beijing, I've been looking into the history of like marathons in China, and I have to say it's pretty dodgy. Like, there's a lot of cheating going on there, and I don't know why. Can they just do they think they can get away with this crap? Like, look at that. That is crazy. Oh my god. Like, I mean, China is like one of the places that, with the the most CCTV cameras in the world, the country with the most CCTV cameras. Do they think they're not going to get caught? And the amount of people who have phones these days taking photos and putting it on social media, do they not think that they're going to get discovered cheating? I mean, what was that guy thinking in the Beijing marathon recently? Did he seriously think that he wasn't going to get caught doing that? Does he think that the judges of the race or like all of us watching are just complete morons? Like, seriously. Anyway, so yeah, that happened in Shenzhen in 2018. Okay, and here's another one. I think this was also in the Beijing Marathon in 2023. How two Beijing runners got caught cheating and banned for life. So we're just going to look at this because it is interesting because it kind of shows you how they cheat, what they do to cheat, something that we can all look out for in the future. So let me just read this for you guys. I know you can read it yourselves, but I'm going to read it anyway. So two runners who participated in Beijing Half Marathon 2023, which took place on April 16th, have been found by the event's organizing committee to have cheated during the race and have subsequently received life bans from the competition. According to a statement posted on the event's official website, a male participant surnamed Yin swapped race numbers in which the race time in microchip is contained with a female participant surnamed Hao. What the hell? Okay, they swapped their race numbers? As well as citing competition rules, the statement also made clear that the organizing committee acted according to Chapter 4, Article 51 of Sports Law of the People's Republic of China. So they have a sports law? What? Okay, so how did they get caught? How did they get busted? Now, this is interesting. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about people with social media. It's quite easy for them to get busted. So why do they even bother doing it? So Cena Running goes on to explain that other participants in the competition became suspicious when they noticed Yin and Hao's photos taken before the start of the race. The photos were uploaded onto an official platform and showed the runners wearing respective numbers to which they were assigned. Another photo during the race shows a male participant who we can presume is Yin, wearing the number B9973, the number to which Hao was assigned. So they swap numbers because these bibs have a microchip in them, and they can cheat. They can essentially go ahead a lot further in the race and complete it in a quicker time. And here's the photo. Absolutely ridiculous, shameful. It's really shameful behavior. Okay, so here's what they did. They engaged in a bib swapping tactic used by marathon cheats the world over. So, obviously not just a thing that happens in China, happens all over the world. So microchips were introduced into marathons in 1998 and were attached to runners' shoes, but nowadays they're inside the runner's number. The chip time is different from the gun time, is an accurate way to measure how long a runner takes to complete a race route from the starting line, get into which can sometimes take valuable seconds or even minutes during races with lots of participants to the finish line. However, this also opens an avenue for marathon cheats to have more capable runners finish the marathon under their race number, effectively falsifying their race time. Wow, that is unbelievable. Okay. Fortunately, marathon organizers are now operating in an age where gaining photographic evidence has been easier, something the two cheaters in Beijing learned the hard way. Sorry, I just had to do that. That sounded really cheesy, didn't it? It sounded like one of those cop shows, like, oh, he's going to jail. He's going to do some real time. He learned the hard way. So yeah, as you can see, a common occurrence in China. And just one last thing about this marathon that I just wanted to highlight because it's interesting. So the 2024 marathon that we saw earlier, this one is very similar to something that happened in 2019 as well. In the same marathon, the Beijing half marathon. And I just wanted to show you how it's almost identical what happened. And it's very suspicious. And I'm not sure what happened to these guys, if anything, if they were disqualified or not. But I think maybe this needs to be reevaluated. So have a look. So similar situation. Right. Look at that. Okay, so he turns his head, looks at the other runner, gives a hand signal. Now, is that normal in a marathon? Is he taunting them? Because if he is, then that's a bit of a dick move. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like some sort of hand signal. Have I just got my tinfoil hat on here? Like, look. Looks at him, hand signal. Guy slows down. And then he just keeps going. And this guy, he won the race in 2019. Look. Again, very similar situation.
1小时05分23秒，
Running his ass
哎呀
off
太好
his
太好
line.
了，赢了3
The other
秒，
guy
开脱了。
kind of running at a steady pace.
这样刘洪亮也获得了
And then they
2019
get to
北
the
京国际
end.
长跑节
Very
北京
similar.
半程马拉
Look,
松赛男子组的冠军，
he's completely screwed, and the other guys
相当不容易。
很不错。
I'm all good.
这活
Here it is side by side. I don't know. I just thought that there was like too much similarities between these two to not
差不
pay
多1小
attention
时
to
4
it.
分左右的水平。加油！是的，我们看4个人很有默契呀。对，在一直保持在
There it is.
我们说
Side
积
by
极的一
side.
种促进。哇，越跑越快啊！何洁在最后是
Very similar,
完
right?
全积极起来
I mean, I know it is a
我们来看看
marathon
中国
finish.
中国中国
A lot of them look the same, but these two are just, yeah, it's uncanny. It really is.
冠军啊！
Do you think the guy in 2019 also
他最终的
cheated?
成绩应该
Or there
是
was something
1
a
小
bit fishy going on there? Because that did look very
时
suspicious to
03
me. Again, I don't know if I'm, if I've got my tinfoil hat on, and after seeing the 2024 result there, with them cheating. I just went down a rabbit hole. But yeah, it seriously, to me, that looked a bit suspicious as well. Let me know what you guys think in the chat in a bit. Okay, so this is the last one that I just wanted to just briefly go over. It wasn't a marathon, but it was in some snooker matches in the UK. Now, I'm not a fan of snooker. I have absolutely no idea about the sport, but apparently 10 Chinese players were charged with fixing matches, which is very, very, very sinister. I mean, 10 of the players, not one, not two, not even five, but 10. 10 of the Chinese players. What the hell is going on? And there's like 3 of them. I have no idea who these guys are. It says it at the bottom there. Liang Wenbo, Yan Bingtao, and Zhao Xintong. Okay. So we're just going to look at it quickly. So yeah, 10 of the players, they face match fixing charges as snooker's governing body investigates the sport's biggest corruption scandal. Like, you know, in the history of snooker, this is the biggest corruption scandal. So the allegations include manipulating games, approaching players to cheat, betting on snooker, and fixing a match. So in October, Liang Wenbo was suspended by the World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association. And then 9 others followed, including 2021 Masters champion Yan Bingtao and UK Championship winner Zhao Xintong. Both players were barred from competing in last week's Masters. Players found guilty of the charges against them will face a lengthy ban from the sport. Well, are they guilty or not? You know, most of the players have not commented publicly on the allegations, although Wenbo has reportedly denied match fixing. Yeah, okay, just like the marathon runner guy is keeping silent on these allegations, but it's absolutely clear what happened, right? An independent hearing will now be convened to consider the evidence. There is not a separate police investigation at this stage. Why not? These players are from China. At some point, if found guilty, they will return to their home country. And what will happen when they return to China? They'll probably be heroes. Ah, you cheated those Western scumbags. It is still possible that criminal prosecution could take place outside of the sport in China. Yeah, good luck with that one. He described the situation as heartbreaking. So, yeah, like, what the hell, guys? What the hell is going on in sports? Like, the marathon thing was blatantly fixed. And if it's anything like this snooker thing, then obviously they were doing it to maybe, you know, maybe somebody was placing bets on the marathon, like a huge amount of money, or there was some monetary incentive in there. Absolutely. Now, you know, this is just speculation from me, obviously, but it's really quite sinister. And when you look into the history of Chinese athletes fixing sports events, like this whole snooker thing, man, it's just really, really sinister, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, that's really all that I wanted to talk about in today's stream. I just heard that news today and I was like, something I really need to be speaking about this because it's actually quite interesting. So yeah, let's just watch it one more time just to see, without a shadow of a doubt. They were busted. They got caught. I'm glad that they did get caught, and I'm glad that it has been reported on because he shouldn't. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. You know, and they didn't get away with it, and that's good. But I just wonder what is going to happen to them. You know, okay, so they've had their medals taken away, and the record has been scrubbed. But you know, is there going to be any other incentive, any other reason for athletes not to cheat in sporting events like this? I just wonder what would happen if someone in the London Marathon was caught cheating. You know, but anyway. Clearly fixed, and they got busted big time. So yeah, anyway guys, I am going to just go through the chat now and have a little read. Might as well. this is just going to be a quick stream today. Nothing huge. Like I said, I got this news earlier, and I just thought, why not talk about it, because it is interesting. Okay, so let's see what you guys have been saying, and thank you all for joining me today. I do appreciate everyone coming in. I know this stream was just last minute, and yeah, very just off the cuff, I guess. But anyway, that's how we do it here. You know, I think I'm going to try and do more streams like this when I just hear about something in the news. Maybe just sort of start talking about it and doing just a random stream because it is interesting. Okay, let's see. Cheating isn't a bad thing in China. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I've heard from a lot of my friends that worked at universities in China that plagiarism was a huge problem. Yeah. Like students would just be like copying each other or plagiarizing other, like from books, using like material that wasn't their own and then handing in essays. So it was a huge problem. And also, it was a problem as an ESL teacher as well. A lot of the students would cheat, but I'm not saying that it doesn't happen anywhere else. It happens all over the world. A lot of students get busted in the UK for plagiarism, but it seems that in China, like when they did get caught plagiarizing other people's work, there wasn't really any sort of repercussions for that. There wasn't any punishment. They just got away with it almost every single time. It was almost as if it was expected for them to do that, which really sucks. Especially if you're a teacher and you really just hope that your students wouldn't do that, and you hope that they would like write some original work, and then you run it through the plagiarism checker, because teachers do have those tools, and then it just a million things come up saying that it's been caught, been found, been busted for plagiarism. Man, it's really, really disappointing. Anyway, yeah, it seems cheating is normal in China. Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Beijing? Well, I'm sorry I do not have a What's up, Beijing, but I can give you this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bib swapping, spit swapping. If it smells like shit, it's usually shit. Yep, that is true. Hi. I remember hearing that they only learned the answers for tests, and it was a problem when they came to foreign universities and didn't really understand English. Yeah. Again, like we can't generalize here. Not every student is guilty of that, and I did have some students that really really did try their best, and usually those students, when they did the test, even if they failed the test, I would still praise them for at least trying their best, and hopefully that would encourage them to just keep trying harder instead of taking the easy route of cheating, right? But yeah, we can't generalize. Like, not every student does that, but unfortunately quite a large percentage do it, because if you can get away with it, why not? If there's no like serious punishment for it, then do it. That's the way it is. Okay, CCP cheaters, liars. Yeah, sure. Marathon with ancient Chinese characteristics. Okay. 你会说中文，我会说中文啊。But we're doing English today. This is English live stream. Gutter oil is Gucci. 我会说中文，但是今天的直播是英文的直播啊，好吗？Okay. Cheating and lying is good at communist China. Boy, it sure is. Yeah, man. I mean, guys, now I'm going to take 10 minutes and I just want some questions. If you have a question for me, okay? Um, if you don't, then I'm just going to split, okay? I'm not just going to read everybody's comments now and it's like it's a chat or something, because that's kind of pointless. So if you have a specific question to ask me, I will answer it. If not, then the stream is over. Okay, because general comments, I understand that we all dislike the CCP, but I can't read like a million comments about how the CCP are a bunch of cheaters, because we know that already. So if you have a specific question regarding me, my YouTube channel, or anything, then please ask. If not, the stream will be over. All right. Good. We got a question. Awesome. Okay. Is Shieldbusters done for good? No. Not really. I kind of taken a break from it because yeah, just a lot of the shills, it's just the same old thing over and over again. And like, granted, it's the same old thing over and over again with the CCP. But you know, like the shills, they're just such a small, insignificant little part of what the CCP does. So I think it's probably best just to go after the main boss rather than going after these little side bosses, these little end of level 1 bosses, which is what the shills are. They're like, you know, Streets of Rage. When you get to the first level boss and it's that wimp with the boomerang and I don't know if you've ever played the Streets of Rage games or even Final Fight, you know, you get to the level 1 boss and you just kick his ass. And that's kind of what the shills are. They're not the main boss. The main boss is the CCP. So Shieldbusters is not done for good, but it is going to be on hold until something really interesting comes up, because like I said, same old stuff all the time. Yeah. And it gets a little bit old, doesn't it? And even for the viewers, you know, like I'm pretty sure the viewers don't just want to see shield busting all the time. Okay, not a question, but thank you, appreciate it. Okay, it's not a question. 很可惜 because of your lots of videos, you cannot go into mainland. They'll arrest you. Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on going there anyway, right? I mean, I'm not 100% sure if they even know that I exist because my channel is so small. But there's always a chance that if I did go there, then something might happen. So, yeah, it's not worth it at the end of the day, is it? I mean, seriously, just something like this can get you in trouble in China. Just this.
What?
Mocking the dictator can get you in trouble. So, yeah, it's probably not worth it for me to go there. And I wouldn't even want to go there. Like, let's say I'm going to Taiwan and there's a connecting flight that has to go stop off in China. Then yeah, probably not going to go there, am I? I wouldn't want to get on that connecting flight. Okay, guys, any more questions? Come on. Just one question? That makes me sad, you know? I need some more questions coming through. Or if you want the stream to continue, then you're going to ask a question. Otherwise, it's bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Are you and Dr. K going to do a follow-up at the university site? Honestly, probably not. Although I would like to, I think that there's other things to be done. I think that whole university site thing is kind of old news now. I would love to go there though. Get Brendan there with, some kind of like small piano, a little keyboard or something. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. But it would be cool if it did. But Brendan's off doing his thing. I think the whole China thing was just a little part of his journey, and he's posting a lot on Twitter, but on his regular channel, I don't know if you've noticed, but sorry, I just punched the mic there. But a lot of the he's not really doing a lot of the like anti CCP stuff on his regular channel now. So yeah, I'm not sure if he'd be interested in going there. It's got to be worthwhile for him as well. I mean, I know that it would be worthwhile for me for sure. Okay. What about the anniversary protest for the Manchester consulate incident? Yeah, that's actually, when did that happen? Where, like, I can't remember what date it was, and was that a year ago? Jesus, that's ages ago. So was that really a year ago, or was it more than a year ago? Was it 2 years ago? I can't even remember, man. Time's moving so fast these days. But yeah, let me know what the date is for that, because actually I do I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Have you got any ideas for using the stickers you got? Yeah, I had a bunch of ideas, but unfortunately, I might just have to not do it anymore, because I was looking into it recently, and apparently it's classed as vandalism if you go about sticking up stickers, which is not too bad. It's not too bad, but it's not such a bad thing. But if I film it and then put it on my channel, and then that's just evidence of me putting Taiwan stickers everywhere, and they can find me through that, and I could get fined for doing that. So turns out it's probably not worth doing what I was going to do with them, because I was going to go and stick them all over the gate at the Chinese embassy. But I don't think that's wise. Do I use Douyin? Fuck no. Why the fuck would I use Douyin? Like, sorry for the language there, but no way. No. I would never use Douyin. Jesus Christ. Okay. October the 16th. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was like 2 years ago almost. Yowza. That's a long time. Yeah. But I think that the Manchester consulate is due a visit from me soon. Coming soon. Can't say when, but yeah, I've got to go there at some point. And the problem is, like, from where I am, it takes a little bit to get to Manchester. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. October. We use QR code stickers along public transportation routes. Yeah. Anyway, guys, have you got any more questions? Sorry to like badger you just to ask me questions. What is that on the screen? Why did that appear there? Let's see. Did it think I was doing my thumbs up with my cup? Let's see again. What the hell? That was weird, wasn't it? Okay, guys. Give me a couple more questions, perhaps, or otherwise we're gonna go. I've said that a million times, so I think I might as well just end the stream, huh? I will wait and see, because I understand that some of you come in here and it's a bit late where you are or whatever. So I don't just want to end the stream straight away, which is why I usually try and take a little bit of time at the end to talk to people, because it's interesting. And yeah, I do enjoy enjoy having this little bit of communication with you guys. It's good fun. But if no questions come through, then that just means that it's time to go. When I used to be a teacher, like you say, hey, students, if you've got a minute, why don't you put your hands up? if you want to ask a question and then none of them do, and it's like, oh Jesus, come on, just ask me a question, hurry up. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm Chinese, just practice British English. I don't think I'm the guy for that, really. My accent is a bit weird. I don't have your typical British English accent. So you're probably with the wrong guy. All right, guys, we've got nothing coming through, so I'm just going to end the stream. Thank you very much for joining me today. It was a very quick one, but the moral of the story is don't cheat, especially if you're on television and you're running in a marathon. Just it's probably not a good idea to cheat because you will get caught. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.